In a stunning display of aerial dominance and razor-sharp military intelligence, Burkina Faso's armed forces have seized 11 Nigerian military personnel after their aircraft brazenly violated Burkinabe airspace en route to intervene in an escalating coup attempt in neighboring Benin. This high-stakes incident, unfolding just hours ago, underscores the unyielding vigilance of Burkina Faso's air defense systems and raises alarming questions about regional stability in West Africa. Sources within the Burkinabe Ministry of Defense confirm that the Nigerian contingent, comprising elite special forces operatives equipped with advanced weaponry and tactical gear, was aboard a heavily armed C-130 Hercules transport plane when it was detected slicing through Burkina Faso's sovereign skies without authorization. The breach occurred at approximately 14 o'clock GMT, as the aircraft veered off its declared flight path from Abuja, Nigeria, ostensibly heading toward Cotonou, Benin, where reports of a military coup have been swirling since dawn. Eyewitnesses on the ground report hearing the thunderous roar of Burkinabe fighter jets scrambling into action, a testament to the nation's formidable air power that has been bolstered significantly in recent years. Burkina Faso's Air Force, long hailed as one of the most robust in the Sahel region, sprang into immediate response with a fleet of state-of-the-art Sukhoi Su-25 ground attack aircraft and MiG-21 interceptors, assets acquired through strategic partnerships with international allies. These jets, equipped with cutting-edge radar-guided missiles and electronic warfare suites, locked onto the intruding plane within minutes of detection. Radar operators at the Ouagadougou Air Base, utilizing a network of advanced S-400-inspired surface-to-air missile systems imported from Russia, tracked the Nigerian aircraft's every maneuver with pinpoint accuracy. "Our skies are impenetrable," a high-ranking Burkinabe Air Force official declared anonymously, emphasizing how the nation's integrated air defense grid, comprising overlapping radar arrays, satellite-linked surveillance, and drone reconnaissance, allowed for a swift and surgical interception without a single shot fired. Delving deeper into the operation, Burkina Faso's military intelligence apparatus played a pivotal role, showcasing a level of sophistication that has caught regional observers off guard. Intelligence analysts, drawing from a web of human informants embedded across West African borders and real-time signals intelligence, SIGINT, intercepts from allied ECOWAS monitoring stations, have been monitoring chatter about the Benin coup for days. Reports indicate that Burkinabe spies, possibly operating under deep cover in Lagos and Cotonou, picked up encrypted communications detailing Nigeria's covert plan to deploy rapid response teams to prop up Benin's embattled government. This preemptive intel allowed Burkina Faso to position interceptor squadrons along potential incursion routes, turning what could have been a stealthy flyover into a textbook takedown. The seized personnel, now held at a secure facility near Bobo Dioulasso, include high-profile Nigerian officers whose identities are being verified through biometric scans, further highlighting Burkina Faso's investment in AI-driven intelligence tools that cross-reference regional databases in seconds. As tensions skyrocket, Nigerian officials have yet to issue an official statement, but unconfirmed leaks suggest frantic diplomatic backchanneling is underway to de-escalate. Meanwhile, in Benin, the coup plotters, rumored to be dissident army factions, continue their advance on key government installations, with sporadic gunfire echoing through the streets of Porto Novo. Burkina Faso's president has convened an emergency security council, vowing to protect national sovereignty at all costs, while international watchdogs warn of a potential cascade into broader conflict involving ECOWAS forces. This developing story is fluid, with more details emerging by the minute. Stay tuned as we uncover the full implications of this bold assertion of Burkinabe might. Hold on to your seats, folks. This West African geopolitical thriller just took a jaw-dropping turn that's got everyone buzzing. In a bombshell development that's sending shockwaves across the region, insiders are whispering that the Nigerian military's so-called emergency landing excuse for breaching Burkina Faso's airspace might be nothing more than a smokescreen for something far more nefarious. We're talking high-stakes espionage, potential assassination plots, and a web of intrigue that could rewrite the power dynamics in the Sahel. If you thought yesterday's interception was intense, buckle up as we dive deep into these mind-blowing allegations. But remember, this story is exploding in real time, and we're not wrapping it up just yet. Recapping the chaos for those just tuning in. Yesterday's daring mid-air showdown saw Burkina Faso's elite Air Force pilots force down a Nigerian C-130 Hercules packed with 11 heavily armed Special Forces troops, who were allegedly racing to Benin to squash a brewing coup. Nigerian brass quickly spun the tale of an emergency landing due to mechanical woes. But hold the phone. Fresh intel leaking from Burkinabe security circles is painting a wildly different picture, one that's straight out of a spy thriller blockbuster. Could this glitch be a cleverly orchestrated facade to slip operatives into Burkina Faso under the radar? And get this, with the Benin coup now reportedly partially stopped thanks to external muscle, rumors point fingers at Nigerian boots on the ground. Suspicions are skyrocketing that these detainees aren't just wayward soldiers. They might be covert spies with a deadly mission, targeting Burkina Faso's firebrand leader, President Ibrahim Traoré. Let's break this down with the explosive details you won't believe. First off, the emergency landing claim is crumbling faster than a house of cards under scrutiny from Burkina Faso's world-class military intelligence pros. Eyewitness accounts from ground crews at the forced landing site near Kaya reveal the Nigerian plane showed zero signs of distress. No smoke, no erratic maneuvers, nada. Instead, forensic teams swarming the aircraft have uncovered encrypted comms gear, false identity docs, and what sources describe as assassination-grade, silenced weapons hidden in custom compartments. This wasn't a breakdown, it was a breakdown in their cover story. Blasts anonymous Burkinabe intel analyst, highlighting how radar logs show the plane deliberately dipping into Burkina Faso's no-fly zones, zigzagging like it was probing defenses rather than limping to safety. YouTube sleuths and armchair experts are already dissecting flight path data leaked online, pointing to patterns that scream reconnaissance run. Think stealthy intel gathering ops straight from the pages of a Tom Clancy novel. Now, zoom in on the Benin coup angle. It's the plot twist that's got conspiracy theorists hitting refresh like mad. Reports trickling in from Cotonou paint a picture of Nigerian forces swooping in like superheroes, partially stopping the rebel advance by securing key airports and government buildings overnight. But here's the kicker. Why detour through Burkina Faso's airspace if Benin was the real target? Analysts are connecting the dots to President Traoré, the no-nonsense leader who's been shaking up the region with his anti-imperialist vibes and alliances with power players like Russia and Mali. Remember, Traoré survived a coup attempt himself back in 2022, and he's been vocal about foreign meddling in African affairs. Could these Nigerian heroes in Benin be double agents, using the chaos as a launchpad to infiltrate Burkina Faso? Whispers from detained personnel, grilled under intense interrogation with polygraphs and AI-enhanced lie detectors, hint at coded messages referencing high-value elimination protocols. One unverified transcript snippet allegedly mentions neutralizing the eagle, a possible codename for Traoré, whose regime has been a thorn in the side of ECOWAS heavyweights like Nigeria. Delving even deeper into Burkina Faso's military intelligence prowess, this operation screams next-level spy game mastery that's leaving jaws on the floor. The Burkinabe DGSE, Direction Générale de la Sécurité Extérieure, didn't just stumble onto this. They've been playing 4D chess. Sources reveal a shadowy network of SIGINT, signals intelligence, listening posts along the Nigerian border, hoovering up encrypted chatter for weeks amid rising Benin tensions. Pair that with human intelligence assets, think deep cover moles in Nigerian military ranks, who allegedly tipped off the Air Force to the plane's true payload. And don't get us started on their cyber intel unit, rumored to have hacked into Nigerian SATCOMs for real-time tracking. This isn't amateur hour. Burkina Faso's intel machine, turbocharged by Russian training programs and Chinese surveillance tech, predicted the breach hours in advance, scrambling those beastly Su-25 jets to enforce an ironclad no-fly bubble. It's a masterclass in aerial supremacy that's got defense nerds geeking out. Imagine Top Gun meets James Bond, with Burkina Faso as the unbeatable hero. As the plot thickens, regional tensions are boiling over like never before. ECOWAS bigwigs are scrambling for crisis talks in Abuja, while Traoré's inner circle ramps up security with drone patrols and elite Wagner-Link guards. Yeah, those controversial mercs are in the mix. Social media is ablaze with hashtags like hashtag Traoré assassination plot and hashtag Burkina air power, as citizen journalists drop alleged photos of the seized gear. But wait, is Nigeria denying it all, or cooking up a counter-narrative? And what about those Benin coup leaders? Are they pawns in a bigger game? This saga is far from over, with leaks promising more bombshells by the hour. Smash that subscribe button, hit notifications, and stay locked in as we peel back the layers of this epic international showdown. You won't want to miss what's next. Whoa, viewers! If you thought the Burkina Faso-Nigeria airspace showdown was wild, strap in for this explosive escalation that's got the whole world on edge. As the dust settles from Burkina Faso's epic takedown of that Nigerian C-130 Hercules. Remember, the one loaded with elite troops now suspected of being spies on a potential hit mission against President Ibrahim Traoré. A firestorm of outrage is erupting over Nigeria's priorities. How can Africa's giant flex its military muscle abroad, splashing cash on high-tech gear for interventions in places like Benin? While back home, Christian communities are getting absolutely decimated by ruthless extremists. And here's the gut-punch question everyone's whispering. Does President Bola Tinubu have blood on his hands in what some are straight-up calling a Christian genocide? We're diving deep into this raging controversy with jaw-dropping facts, insider leaks, and hard-hitting analysis. But hold up, this powder keg is still igniting, so no final verdicts yet. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the next bombshell drop. Let's crank up the intensity and unpack this hypocrisy that's got activists, lawmakers, and even global superpowers screaming foul. Nigeria's military just pulled off a rare overseas power move, dispatching fighter jets and troops to Benin Republic to crush a coup attempt against President Patrice Talon. We're talking precision airstrikes, rapid deployments, and a show of force that reportedly secured vital trade routes and supply chains in the region. Experts are buzzing that this op wasn't cheap. Nigeria's defense budget is ballooning to over $2.8 billion this year, fueled by U.S. military aid totaling billions more, including advanced drones, armored vehicles, and training programs that turn soldiers into battlefield beasts. Yet, while Nigerian forces are geared up to storm foreign soil and play hero in Benin's backyard, a move some say was all about protecting economic interests like porous borders and regional clout. The home front is a nightmare zone where Christians are being slaughtered in droves by Boko Haram jihadists and armed Fulani herdsmen. Reports from watchdogs like Open Doors and the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom paint a horrifying picture. Over 50,000 Christians killed in the last 14 years alone, with thousands more this year in brutal massacres, kidnappings, and village razings. Villages in the Middle Belt and northern states are ghost towns, churches torched, pastors executed. Think Father Isaac Achi burned alive in his home, or seminarian Naaman Danlami gunned down in cold blood. It's chaos on steroids, and critics are roaring. If Nigeria can fund foreign adventures, why the heck can't they lock down their own turf? Peeling back the layers, this isn't just about stretched resources. Insiders and human rights heavyweights are pointing fingers at systemic failures, or worse, complicity at the highest levels. Take the Fulani herdsmen militants. These guys are roaming with illegal AK-47s, hitting Christian farming communities in what looks like a twisted land grab meets holy war, often with zero repercussions. Analysts from groups like International Christian Concern slam the Tinubu administration for doing little to stem widespread violence, arguing that religious tensions are a massive factor being swept under the rug. And get this, U.S. lawmakers like Riley Moore are straight up accusing Nigeria of failing to protect Christians despite gobbling up American aid, warning that the killings smack of genocide. President Trump himself, in this 2025 timeline, has slapped Nigeria with country of particular concern status, blasting thousands and thousands of Christians being killed by radical Islamists, and even threatening U.S. military strikes if Tinubu doesn't step up. Trump's crew is prepping action plans. Think drones, special ops, the works. Because they say Nigeria's government is either unable or unwilling to shield its Christian half, the country's roughly split between Muslims and Christians. Nigerian officials fire back, insisting violence hits everyone, Muslims too, and that Tinubu's promoting religious tolerance with balanced appointments and constitutional guarantees. But skeptics aren't buying it. Tinubu, a Muslim married to a Christian pastor, picked a fellow Muslim VP, sparking backlash for sidelining Christian voices. And critics like Emeka Umeagbalasai from civil liberties groups accuse police and military of flat-out failing to guard Christian areas. Now, zoom in on the Benin link. It's like fuel on the fire. While Nigerian jets were bombing coup plotters in Cotonou, a move hailed as decisive but slammed as aggression by some African parties. Back home, extremists were rampaging unchecked. Just last month, over 300 kids, many from Christian schools, got snatched in mass kidnappings, with churches begging for police protection during prayers. The African Union and clerics reject state-backed genocide claims, but voices like Bill Maher are calling out the silence, saying it's ignored because Jews aren't involved. And if those detained Nigerian troops in Burkina Faso were indeed on a shady op, does that tie into broader schemes? Leaks suggest Nigeria's intel is laser-focused on regional power plays, but domestic sigint on extremist networks? Crickets. Tinubu's declared a nationwide security emergency amid the heat, praising rescues but advising churches to huddle with cops. Is that enough, or a band-aid on a gaping wound? Some U.S. reps say no, pushing sanctions and disarming militants, while Nigeria cozies up to China and Russia for support, potentially blocking international interventions. This scandal's ripping open old wounds, from Boko Haram's girl abductions to Fulani raids that displace millions. And with ECOWAS in turmoil over the Benin mess, could it spark a regional meltdown? Social media is exploding with hashtag Christian Genocide Nigeria and hashtag Tinubu complicit, as survivors share gut-wrenching stories of lost loved ones. But is Tinubu's hand truly in this, enabling extremists through inaction or worse? Or is it all divisive narratives, as his team claims? We're tracking every twist, from diplomatic cables to ground reports. This is far from over, folks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Nigeria's foreign flex a distraction from homegrown horror? Stay tuned for more shocking revelations.